Hey guys, what's going on? This is Pants Our Dragon, and today we'll be doing a support tier list for you guys. The reason I'm doing this video is because I thought 5.25 would be out this Tuesday, but it hasn't because of Christmas, and I was gonna do this next patch, but apparently I can't do that. So with that being said, let's get started.
Disco Desert.
Alright, so number 5 is still going to be Braum. Braum still used a lot in solo queue because of his synergy with some champions like Lucian's, double proc on his passive, and using his E at the right times to block a lot of projectiles that could come to his team. Also really beefy. He's also sort of easy to play. He's definitely one of the champions I still play because of that reason. It's got a lot of CC and blah blah blah. Well, basically a lot of people are using him. Next up at number 4 is going to be Bard. So in this patch, Bard got a few buffs. Like, there's so many meeps when you play him now on the map. It's like insane how much I see now. And also his W, it got a little AP buff, and he does have good synergy with, the Spell Thief's item build, which of course is a really good item right now. So yeah, he's just really strong in the sense that like he has a lot of meeps on the map, which means more roaming and damage and experience. But the thing about him is like he's a very high mechanical skill support, so if you're like kind of lower elo, I wouldn't recommend playing him, just because ult usage is crucial along with roaming with him. Next up on the list is going to be Thresh. Thresh is a champion who's always been getting nerfed and still being used for his utility reasons. Everything can be used offensively, everything can be used defensively. His stats may be a bit low, but it doesn't matter. He also has damage too, coming from his flay. And yeah, it's just a really good champion in the right hands. I can sort of say that if you aren't really like a really good Thresh, then you're going to be a mediocre Thresh, and there could be better champions for you to use. But most of them, since they're Master and Challenger, will always perform really well with him. Next up is going to be Trundle. Trundle is a champion who got tremendously buffed in the preseason, and can be used anywhere as the jungle, top lane, and even support. I do think the support is the best lane for him, as all he needs is his ultimate to destroy tanks and of course become a tank. And when he maxes his pillar, it's incredibly annoying in the mid game and late game, because his pillar provides a knockup plus like an incredible slow, and also terrain obstruction, and having a little mini slow on his Q, which is useful for peeling. This champion may not be too useful in the laning phase because he's like melee and doesn't really have any poke, but once he gets through the laning phase, he becomes an absolute monster, especially if there's a tank on another team. But if there's not, I don't think I would recommend playing him. Next up is going to be Janna. Janna is someone I overlooked in the preseason, but I realized she's actually pretty good with the Frost Queen's claim and the masteries given, as she does give more shields and provides more healing with that Keystone Mastery. She's also really good at keeping her carries alive, so if your team needs a peeler, then she's your guy. Well, she's your gal pal. Next up is going to be Nami. So she's kind of like Janna, going the Spell Thief's, item path. And we all know that's a great item with the active on it. And she also has synergy with the Wind Speaker's Blessing Keystone Mastery. The thing is, I don't think a lot of people are playing her, but I feel like she's kind of like sleeper. So I'm just going to put her in honorable mentions because, yeah, I feel like she's sleeper. And next up is going to be Brand. So Brand, he did get a nerf by having his mana cost increased on his W, while also having the Deathfire Touch nerfed, so he doesn't do as much damage as he did before. Now he's just using Thunderlords like everyone else. But of course he's still pretty good in my eyes. I still use him because, well, he's just cheesy and I like cheesy champions, but I think the average support would prefer something else. And then we got a Blitzcrank. Make a pull, win the game, etc. So yeah, use him if you're really good at making pulls, but if you're not, don't use him. Anyways, that is it for this tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like if you did like this video. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh, I'm lagging. What's going on?
Oh. You're gonna leech EXP, man.
Oh boy, drag it away from me. Wow, my elo crashed. Ah, I'm back!